Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gambling Savant. I have a quick update, the second update of today. This is a video clip of Novarti Group Limited CEO Peter Cook. He provides an update on the company's record, December quarter results, progress with strategic partners, and overseas extension plans. He refers to his relationship with Ripple as Ripple Pay. Let's take a quick look here.
Hello, I'm Rachel Jones from the Finance News Network. Joining me from Novarti Group is CEO Peter Cook. Peter, welcome back to the network.
Good morning, Rachel.
Now, Novarti Group is a digital banking and payments company. Can you tell me what is your niche?
Rachel, we are building the full infrastructure, whether it be technology, people, commercial agreements, licenses, to enable payments, digital payments, anywhere on any device. For instance, if you use a prepaid Visa card, pay for a coffee down at a coffee shop, we could be issuing the Visa card, we could be taking the payment and processing it, settling to the merchant. So those services that people expect in a fully digital payments world.
Thanks, Peter. Now let's talk about your December quarter. What were the highlights?
Rachel, another really strong quarter. At record sales revenue, $3.7 million, and year on year that was up about 50%. Our total revenue was a bit over $8 million, so a run rate of well over $16 million now, and that was up. That $8 million was actually up 60% against the prior calendar period. So what we're seeing is that we're monetizing a lot of the work, the platforms and infrastructure that we put in over the last few years and getting very strong growth. So actually we've been averaging top line revenue growth of about 50% per annum for the last 4 years.
Excellent. And can you tell me about the operations over the quarter?
So operations, very, very strong addition to our capability during the quarter. We announced agreements with Google Pay and Samsung Pay so that we can put their virtual services inside to our clients' wallets. Just after the quarter, we've announced Apple Pay for a similar thing. During the quarter, again, Ripple Pay, a number of other major global partnerships, and actually on top of that, an additional license in New Zealand where we have the right to issue product in New Zealand. So what we see is that we're continuing to extend our business. We've brought in additional management, some of those partnerships, additional licenses. So really laying out a massive platform or infrastructure for us to build revenues on top of. And you know, we're seeing those revenues come through with that record quarter.
And what can you tell me about the outlook?
Outlook, very strong. In fact, just again in January, we've announced that we've been awarded an associate issuing license by Visa for New Zealand. So again, continuing to extend our licenses. And I think that what the investors will see is a number of deals or pieces of work where we're absolutely monetizing and leveraging the infrastructure, the licenses, the networks that we've got, and in fact our commercial partnerships as we continue to strive for consistent, sustainable growth. So 50% growth per annum for the last 4 years. We're absolutely focused on continuing that. And in fact, we've got a very strong balance sheet, circa $9 million of available cash, with which we're trying to further drive that growth.
And Peter, can you tell us about your overseas expansion plans?
Yes, Rachel. So we announced in the fourth quarter of last calendar year that we would take our immersion billing platform to the US. Now, we've got a very strong growing base of business for immersion in Australia and New Zealand. But we think we can really drive growth and actually the capital value of that part of the business by bringing in a similar client base in the US. So the last few months we've extended some of our software, for instance working with the US sales tax and postcode system, got ourselves ready to expand in the US, and we'll largely do it off some of the marketplace agreements we've got, such as Oracle, Xero, a company called ConnectWise, and hopefully shortly QuickBooks. So essentially a platform-led play where from the marketplaces businesses can take the immersion service and grow. We've also announced with Ripple that we'll extend our services very strongly into Southeast Asia, and again leveraging that international partnership. And I think post the quarter, the extension of our Visa issuing licence in New Zealand, we'll see significant growth there.
And to the last question now, Peter, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Well, I hope that investors will really see that we are building a very sustainable, long-term growth business.
Ladies and gentlemen, I played that whole clip more or less just to really allow you to digest what information he's trying to get across to the viewer. Certainly there's a relationship with Ripple, and he refers to their relationship and how they're going to implement Ripple as Ripple Pay. It is international, global. They are ramping up their work in the United States and Asia and Europe, and that is all. There's not much more to add to that. That is exciting. So buckle up. Stay tuned. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. Comment down below. And I will leave you with a quote. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. Take care, everybody. I will tune in with you later today or tomorrow. Talk to you later.